Hello all, welcome to Hacker Associate, an offensive web attack and security program. In this hacking episode, we are going to learn about Zap Requester. It means how to modify the request on fly. I am Harshad, founder and CEO of Hacker Associate. Let's begin. So let's go to the presentation. So now we are going to see what is Zap Requester. So Zap Requester is generally used to modify or manipulating each request and analyze the application response manually. This is the same thing whatever we have used in our bub suite in intercept mode. So example, if you intercept any request using a bub suite, we'll send this request to the repeater and will modify the request on fly, and we'll submit the request to the server. And during this time we are going to analyze each request and each response. Same way we are using a Zap requester here. So how to use a Zap requester functionality in the case of Zap framework. So you can send a request to the requester from anywhere within the Zap framework, and you can modify the request and repeat the request again and again and check the web functionality. It means you can modify each request and you can craft any attack, you can submit to the server, you can repeat the request again and again, and tons of things you can do using a Zap framework. So how to do this particular thing? So what you can do is you require like Zap proxy up and running, and after that like you can check your Mozilla. So this is the requirement. So Mozilla, in my case, my proxy is configured, and this is my Firefox and this is my proxy. You can go to the manual explorer here just like that and just type example, let's say testfire.net. Or what else you can do is, if you want, you can change it any URL. Right now I'm taking this URL only, http testfire.net. Simple, just click here, launch browser. So you can see my new browser opened here, and it's going to load everything. It will attach certificate, and you can see it is loaded here. Now here is the search parameter right here, this parameter. I will write here Harshad, and then I will just submit here, click go. You can see there is no result, but if you go to the Zap here, you are able to see there. So this is my test fire. What I can do is first like I will add this website in my scope because I'm able to see lot of requests. So what I can do is I can select this website, right click, go to the context, new context, and add this application in my scope. So let me just click here, add, select the website, click here OK. And once you are done with this, you can simple go here, this section. You can see now this application we want to access. And what I have done is I have tried to search something. You can see this is my request. The query is Harshad, you can easily check. So I tried in my browser, I tried to search Harshad, which is here on this parameter, and each and everything recorded here. This is the query, you can check it here, right? Now what I can do is I can simple right click here. You can see there will be options. There are many options are available here. So I have to check for the requester. You can see this is the request. Open and resend with the requester editor. So what I can do is I can simple select it here or just click here. You can see the request came this side. Now you can see you can modify the request. For example, let's say I will type here like IOPL something, and you can see there is a request, there is a response. There is no response because we have not submitted anything to the server. Now you can simple send it here. So once you send it, you have to wait a little bit and you can check the response, which is connection. You can see okay. What I can do is now I know like this parameter is injectable, is accepting any payload whatever I am writing after query. So now what I can do is I can inject a malicious query. Example, let's say like this is script, and I can just type here alert and then hi. I'm just showing you how to use the requester. By the way, this we have already done like in the case of bub suite in the repeater mode. So if you want to use a Zap just like that whatever we have used in the bub suite, same way you can use it here. Now you can see this is script alert hi script, and then closed script particular thing, and then send. Once you send it, you can see the output shown here. And if you want to open this request, you can simple right click and you can see open URL in Firefox. Let me just click here and then check it out. So this Firefox, okay, I try to open and I have tried to load this query. You can see, you are able to see the response, right? This you can see is reflected. Now you get to know this particular, okay, application is vulnerable for cross scripting. Now what I can do is I can close this particular browser. Let's try other payload. So this is my requester. What I can do is I can simple, okay, like change this one, and I can just try like script, then alert, then document dot cookie, then simple, okay, you can simple close the script, and here you can simple click here send button. Now once I send, you can check the response. This is response coming, okay. If you want to open in the browser, simple right click anywhere and you can see open URL in browser Firefox. So you can see new Firefox open here, and after that you will see the response. Let me go to this section. You can see here, okay, is going to load, and whatever the payload, okay, I have inserted there, you can check the response in the browser. So once it loaded, okay, like you will get a result. You can see this is the query, this is a get request in a URL parameter, okay, it is passing, and you can see this is the parameter. So this is the empty, but pop-up box came here. So this is how, okay, you can check for cross scripting or any vulnerability. And in our previous video we had seen, okay, like fuzzing technique. So even you can fuzz this parameter, you can use tons of thing, okay, here on the particular injection parameter. It is completely depend up to you how you want to use this particular thing. Okay, you want to fuzz the application, you want to perform some payload injection, you want to perform some SQL injections. Based on, okay, your finding, you can perform the attack. You are free to do any activity on this particular application. And I have already covered the fuzzing technique, okay, in our previous section in a detailed manner. You can go and you can check that video, and you can again come to this point and start, okay, like injection, or start, okay, like payload related stuff, okay, here in this particular section. So the motto of this particular, okay, session is to understand how to use a Zap requester. It means how to modify each request and each response, okay, on fly. So if you go back to the presentation, so you can see like we successfully have checked, okay, like how to use Zap requester and how to modify, how to repeat the request again and again and check the web functionality. So in order to do the attack, okay, what I did is I went to Manual Explorer. I have entered the URL to attack and my new browser opened there, and I have added my application in scope. So you can see here, this I'm using this IP address. So if you want to perform on other IP address, you can go to my forum. So if you go to Google Chrome, this is my forum, hackerassociate.com, forum.hackerassociate.com. You can go under the announcement and you can go and select the offensive lab 2. And this is IP I'm using, okay, in our book, Zap book. So this is IP which I'm using, and you can just open it, and once it open, it will see, you will able to see the same thing. And I'm using this page. If you want to use, you can use it. Cross scripting, and then I'm using DNS lookup page, and the same page, okay, you can see, okay, in my book exactly the same, right? It's a post request, this is a get request. And how to inject malicious code into the application. So you can see I have added, okay, this website, okay, in my scope, added to the scope. And after that I just click on this button, red button, and you can see the application which I have added in scope, you're able to see under the site tree. After that, what you can do is, okay, you can right click this section and send to the requester, just like this. You can see this is a requester option. I just simply right clicked here and send to the requester. Once you send to the requester, you're able to see this parameter, and whatever the parameter you want to inject or you want to modify on fly, you can start, okay, here attacking on this particular parameter and check the responses here. So in my case, you can see I have used this particular command, and you can see this is the send button, and this is the like request, okay, and this is a response. And after that, you can see, okay, I have tried to open in my browser Firefox, and you can see this is the alert came there. Okay, this is how, okay, you can check for a vulnerability if you are doing a manual assessment. And the second case, you can see I got the cookie also, this parameter, right? So that's how, okay, you can check for this application for a process scripting. In the coming section, we are going to see like how to integrate a burp with the Zap. Okay. I hope this video is informative for you. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day ahead.